It seems to know me well, just as a dog knows its master. Just think about that for a second. Imagine a plant that doesn't just sit there but actually knows you. It has a favorite person. It recognizes you. Kind of like a pet. It's a comforting thought, right up until the moment it's absolutely terrifying.
So, today, we're diving deep into The Hungry Septopus, a truly chilling short story by the one and only Satyajit Ray that completely blurs the line between a plant and a predator.
All right, picture this. Our story kicks off on a perfectly normal, quiet evening. A writer's at his desk, trying to work, and then a knock at the door. A persistent knock. And this one little interruption is about to change absolutely everything. The man standing on the doorstep is practically a ghost from the past. It's Kanti Babu, an old acquaintance he hasn't laid eyes on in a decade. But wow, the years have not been kind. He's like a shadow of the person he used to be. And the change is, well, it's pretty unsettling.
You see, the Kanti Babu the narrator remembers was this guy just bubbling with life, always excited, chasing down orchids with a magnifying glass. The man in front of him now, a total opposite. He's not just older, he seems fragile, haunted. There's something going on here that's way more than just the passage of time. Something has fundamentally broken him.
And Kanti Babu, he doesn't really bother with small talk. He's here on a mission. He says there's a special reason he had to come, but he's being super mysterious about what that reason is. Not yet, anyway. The mystery is just getting started.
And that's when the conversation takes a turn. A really, really strange turn. Kanti Babu makes a request that is so bizarre, so specific, you just know you can't say no. Okay, let's just pause and process this. An old friend you haven't seen in a decade shows up, asks you to come to his house, which, by the way, is an abandoned factory, not creepy at all, and then tells you, oh, and bring your gun. And to top it all off, he reassures you that you won't get arrested? I mean, that's not reassuring in the slightest. But our narrator, he's hooked. That mix of curiosity and dread is just too powerful to ignore. Now, our narrator is curious, but he's not stupid. He knows he's not going into this alone. So he calls up his friend Abhijit, a pretty level-headed guy, and brings along his amazing prize-winning dog, Badshah. They're basically assembling a team to walk into the unknown. So they get to the old factory. You can just imagine the place, right? Kind of spooky, totally isolated, and this is where Kanti Babu starts the tour. A tour of his, let's say, very peculiar hobby. Now, most of us have heard of carnivorous plants, right? They're this super cool quirk of nature. They evolved to eat insects and stuff because the soil they grow in just doesn't have the nutrients they need. But Kanti Babu's collection? Let's just say it goes a little beyond your average Venus flytrap. The tour starts off innocently enough, with some pitcher plants here and a Venus flytrap doing its dramatic snapping thing on a cricket there. But that feeling of unease just keeps growing, especially when Kanti Babu casually mentions that his other plants, well, they've developed a taste for bigger game. We're talking rats, caterpillars, maybe even small birds. This isn't just a garden, it's a tiny green house of horrors.
And right here, we get a real glimpse into Kanti Babu's mind. He sees all of nature as this brutal, violent cycle of eating and being eaten. He's not just a plant collector, he's a philosopher of the food chain, and his prized plants are his star exhibits.
But everything they've seen so far, that was just the opening act. Kanti Babu has saved the main event, the real reason for this whole bizarre invitation, for last, and it's locked away in its own private room.
He leads them over to a window, and what they see inside, lurking in the dim light, it doesn't really look like a plant at all. It looks more like an animal, a creature with 7 thick, pale tentacles, and each one ends in something that looks disturbingly like a mouth.
Kanti Babu has a name for it. A septopus. Not an octopus, a septopus, because it has 7 tentacles. He says he found it deep in a forest in Nicaragua, the very same forest where another botanist just so happened to mysteriously vanish years earlier.
Then Kanti Babu decides it's showtime. As this weird, sharp smell starts to fill the air, the dog Badshah just loses it. He starts growling, pulling on his leash. He senses a primal danger that the humans can't quite grasp yet. You could cut the tension with a knife. And then all hell breaks loose. The septopus strikes. In a flash, its tentacles lash out and snatch both the dog and Abhijit, who was trying to pull the dog back. They're tangled up in this deadly embrace, and the narrator is the only one who can do anything about it. So our narrator raises that gun Kanti Babu told him to bring,
and he fires. The pure chaos of the attack instantly gives way to a completely new kind of horror.
When that bullet hits the creature, it's not sap or chlorophyll that comes out. It's thick, red blood, gushing out like a fountain. In that single, gory moment, the line between plant and animal is just completely erased, and the tentacles finally go limp.
Fast forward 4 months. Abhijit is physically healing from 2 broken ribs, but the psychological scars, those are sticking around. The narrator, our writer, can't write a single word. It's like his creativity is frozen by that memory. And Kanti Babu, the obsessive collector, he's gotten rid of every single plant. His life's passion became a terror he just couldn't live with anymore.
And you really see how deep that trauma goes when Kanti Babu offers him a simple pitcher plant as a gift. The narrator's reaction is instant and visceral. No! He says he doesn't need a plant to catch insects. A gecko on the wall does that just fine. He wants nothing more to do with that world. The fascination has turned into pure disgust.
So the story leaves us with this really chilling thought. Kanti Babu went looking for a plant that acted like an animal, and boy, did he find one. But in his obsession, did he just discover a monster? Or did he kind of create one by feeding its most violent side? It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other strange and hungry things are just waiting out there in the quiet, green corners of the world?